Bonjour, Kinamagene Erlen Dishnikas, and welcome to this review of our Week 35 learning plan. And we'll start out this Week 35 learning plan by just reviewing what's on the stream page for students. That way you know what they see, and you're also always encouraged to peek at it along with them. You can see that sometimes important notes come out, as there was a recent tech issue, and it gave the students what they could do. Even though they were trying their hardest to be in the Zoom, sometimes technology issues happen. It'll include live schedules, so you know about what time we're going to do each subject. They are always subject to change. A map test warm-up that was present for students as they prepared for their end of the year testing. The most recent week overview, and that's week 34, and recent newsletters. This material is always here and available to them as we look to simplify their days. Let's go ahead and look at the week 35 at a glance. This will probably be the simplest episode that we have the rest of the year, as there's a lot of things coming up in the last couple of weeks, and I'll be getting to you on next week's videos on that, in addition to newsletters that'll be coming out. Next week is a normal week. That'll be the last time I say that in these videos. And our live stream, if you're at home or an online learner, we started about 7:45. Attendance is taken 8 o'clock, and it is mandatory for students to be present. These are not optional activities. We do take attendance. It is recorded. There are office hours, although by and large, I am available via phone, email, text message. Those are easier ways, but I do frequently leave the office hour Zoom open. Reading, we're going to be looking at analyzing multiple accounts and using reference tools. Writing City, we're going to do some research. We're back to doing Writing City every day, so I wanted to give every opportunity to get as far as they could before the end of class sessions. Math, we're continuing on the measurement chapter 11. There'll be a little quiz on Friday. Science is featuring different things that might help them get some background knowledge into next year. So we're talking a lot about atmosphere and weather and climate throughout the course of this week. And then Friday, we're going to wrap up and have a little mystery dog. Students enjoy those. Nice, peaceful end to our week. Social studies, we're looking at the executive branch. We're also looking at the Roman Empire as we set the table for the next school year. And we're going to take a citizenship assessment. That's based on the United States citizenship test. We've been working on it much of the second semester, and we wanted to see where the students would score. They will receive the copy back before the end so they can see what they know and what they can learn going forward. Our goal for that test will be to score at least a 60%. Math review and enrichment, we have a couple review days looking at long division and multiplication with 2-digit numbers. We're also going to give them a little peek at algebra. And while it's not going to be very involved questions and equations, the idea is to kind of let them see that word and take the panic out of it when they walk into 6th grade math. Technology is still available. Doing that. There's no specific things coming up, but they're encouraged to explore independently. Our web time includes Words Their Way. We are still continuing with that this week. Citizenship, this was just kind of study time. This will be the last week you see it on our agenda. Reading for 20 minutes is scheduled during our class day. That's always a great thing, even going into the summer. Handwriting and geography are other pieces of that equations there. As we reach the later stages, one of the important things is making sure students have completed their assignments. So don't be shocked to see an email late this weekend with here's the important things that they still need to get done, particularly things that are graded. We're we don't want to be pushing kids into the last week of the school year. Like, get this done, and now let's go do something fun. Now get this done, and let's go do something. We want to make sure that they're focused. We'll be trying to get that information to parents as well as quickly as possible. We are continuing our testing. Many students have completed the NWEA reading and math assessments. We are still working also with the spelling inventory and DIBELS. That's a 1-minute oral read and a maze assessment, which is essentially you read and then every about 8 words, there's a choice of 3 words and which one makes the most sense. We will be filling out testing progress reports that'll come home with report cards at the end and some suggested activities that'll students can engage in over the course of the summer. A lot of our online content, such as code.org and 21 Things and ST Math, should be available most of the summer. So on a rainy day, or if you want your students to study a little bit each day, as they continue to prepare for middle school and finally, hopefully, a normal year, those things will be available. And I'll be available to answer any questions of that for most of the summer. Just reach out to me via email. I'd be happy to help you out. We'll have more information on that end of the year material as we get into the last 2 overviews in upcoming weeks. That'll wrap up our week 35 overview. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Be checking emails for upcoming important events. I hate to say I'm going to keep your email busy, so you might see my name quite frequently in the last few weeks. But for today, I hope you have a Minogijigad, Minwa, Pamapi.